Hey, Soul Family. All right. Today this girl's on fire. Not only am I wearing sacral orange, but I am whipped up because I got a message from Spirit. So, items to choose from. My friend is an artist. His name is Eddie. He's amazing. He draws beautiful things. This was his piece. It was a coaster. And this was a piece. My puppy, Raven, who I love, I cannot trust her. I leave the room and she tore them to shreds. She ripped them to shreds. If I can't leave her in the room, she'll pee on the carpet, which is inappropriate expression, right? I'm talking about a person in your life. You can't trust them. You can't leave the room and trust that they're going to behave. They tore up the seer and they tore up the best friend, because an octopus is your best friend. A best friend is like an octopus stuck to your face. They never let go. So my seer, my octopus, got ripped to shreds by the young one, whoever this one is. And it's not okay. So here's the message. No matter how cute you are, no matter how young and inexperienced you are, when you tear up shit that's mine, you get the boot. You get the boot. She got kicked outside. I spanked her bum and sent her outside. She's over in the dirt right now. So the message is, don't tear up what's mine. My heart, my feelings, my friends, anything. Don't you think that you can destroy something that belongs to me and you're okay with it. And I'm okay with it because I won't be. Boundaries. Right now, somebody needs to freaking make some boundaries a little bit more obvious, right? So 2 items to choose from. The seer. Now she's not touched. The area around her got ripped up. She's been able to hold on. Right? It's because she's connected to Spirit. She's connected. So no matter what you did to try to tear this one apart, this one still stands. This octopus, it's been weighing on their mind, but it didn't get to them either. It got chewed up around here, but it didn't get to the octopus. You tried your damnedest to fuck with these two and you weren't able to do it. So there's your message. Whatever that means for anyone. It's a loud message for me, and I know what it means to the other person. They need to be wise enough to pick up on it. Tap into your seer and recognize what's going on here. The other items to choose from, I'll choose this bracelet. I just strung this bracelet yesterday. It's sacral chakra and root chakra, and it's got heart chakra with the green, and it's got blue in there for throat chakra. It's got a unicorn, and it's got I was going to call him a llama. Dromedary camel. And so basically the message to me when I put them together was, first of all, that camel was my grandmother's. It came from my grandmother. She's my guide, my strongest guide, my hero. I emulate myself after her. I'm very much like my grandma. And even Spirit saying, no matter what, even in the dry times, even when you're going through the desert, and even while you are going through the desert, that's when miracles happen. So the tough stuff, it brings the miracles out. So count on it happening. We'll go with that one first, okay? Correct for neutrality. Considering I am both of these and the other half of me is both of these, I don't need to choose them because they're already me. This, to me, is the one for today. So message right now from Spirit. I had a deck, I saw it in my head. This one, the Wisdom of the Oracle. I saw it this morning in my head. All right, for those who chose and it's Cloisonné also, which is my mother guide, my mother. These are Cloisonné beads, and my mother loved Cloisonné. So anytime I see Cloisonné, I'm reminded of her. So I've got my mother's energy and my grandma. This is the crone. What is it? The crone, the maiden, the crone, the maiden, mother, and the crone. Is that what it is? All wrapped up in one right now. Correct for neutrality on all levels. So if you resonate with that, this is your primary message. Correct for neutrality on all levels. On all levels. Correct for neutrality. I'm just telling you, man. Don't fuck with what's mine. Don't think, I'm way too empathetic. I'm way too friendly. I'm way too giving, and I'm way too tolerant, Spirit says. And now it's time for oh my goddess. It's time for that to stop. Stop being so nice. Stop being so welcoming of what you do not want. Right? Sometimes you got to be metal. Sometimes my mom was a metal dragon. I'm a wood dragon. My grandmother was a horse. And so the message is there's 3 that comes forward. The Metal King, and it's boundaries. It's establishing boundaries. Here comes this Metal King, right? The next one that comes is the Lady of the Mirror. Reflection. Non-judgment. I think she came in reverse. Spam. Go away, spam. Stop interrupting me with your garbage. And the next one that comes through is the Lady of the Gift. Generosity receiving, but somebody might be withholding. So I've been under scrutiny, someone says. I've been under scrutiny. My message, I'm getting something super loud right now. And it's like, I'm coming across as the Metal King. I know right now for myself. And basically, if it matters to you, what did Spirit say? We are the angel's whisper. We whisper. And if it matters to you, you'll hear us. And my point is, if it matters to you, you will hear and you will understand your message. And if you want me, my business, myself, whatever this represents for you, you'll fight for it. You will fight for it because I'm not fighting anymore. I've done the work. It's time for you to fight, right? So the Metal King arrives right now and it gives you a shield of protection. This one is bound in armor. No matter who sends criticism your way, no matter who sends jealousy your way, the one that chewed these ones up, right? Remember, right through the difficult times, that's when the magic happens. Spirit's stepping in right now. Spirit is stepping in and putting a shield of protection around you. It's also about you. It's time to set some healthy boundaries, right? Stop being so welcoming of what you do not want. And when you do, no matter how uncomfortable, I felt bad. I did. Instantly, I felt bad because I spanked her bum. I showed it to her. I didn't beat her. I spanked her and I said, no, you don't do this. And I sent her out the door. I had to chase her around the house to get her out. She was terrified, running away from me. And she ran away and I felt my heartstrings pulled, right? But it's like a parent. What is a parent to you? What is a parent to you? What did I say? Discipline, boundaries. They will appreciate it because if they don't listen to you, if they don't behave, they're unwelcome wherever they go. If they don't listen to you, they could be hurt, right? If they don't come when they're called, something bad could happen. Spirit disciplines me all the time and they don't feel bad about it. They're doing it to protect me. So you don't chew up. What if it was something like an electrical wire and you chewed on that and it electrocuted you because I just let you get away with it? You need to know that that is not okay for you to do that. So right now, even if it's uncomfortable, Spirit says everyone's going to benefit in the end, right? Make sure you know where you begin and where another ends. Also, I've been picking up the energy of someone else that's going through a lot of crap. And instead of being all romantic about it and saying, oh, I feel this energy, my body is suffering. It is not for me to carry. So I give you back all of your power because you're going to need all your power to fight for what you want. And I'm going to take all of mine back and you do not get to project your sadness, upset, anxiety, whatever. If you're in a place of anxiety because of choices that you made, because you allowed someone to tear this up, you deal with it. I'm dealing with myself. I am not any longer going to allow my body to suffer because of your emotions. Those emotions are not my emotions. That's what this message is literally about. And I stated this yesterday with one of my clients. I'm like, wow, I just realized this energy, I'm channeling this energy and my body is going through the throes of pain and agony and upset for someone else. And it is not for me to carry. So no matter how empathetic you might be, Spirit says it must stop. And they needed to have my dog tear up things that matter to me to make the point very, very clear to me right now. So this is also a matter of self-esteem. It's a good idea to be proud of where you are and what you've accomplished. No matter what they tried to do to you, you were able to see above it all. Right? They didn't get to you, no matter what they tried. And that's another thing about you that you need to understand. No matter what they tried to do, they didn't get to you. They could have they tried to do their damage, but they were not able to penetrate the shield that Spirit has put around you. Boom! So, the Lady of the Mirror song right now, I've got to leave before you love me, then fucking take off. Because if you don't fight for me, if you run for me, I want nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with you. And that is not a word of a lie. So the Lady of the Mirror, reflection, non-judgment. So here's the message. I'm seeing a mirror. I'm seeing a mirror for my client. She called right after it happened. It was all part of her story. My best friend called. It was all part of her story. There's a mirror in everything that I'm seeing. So this is an ally and a challenger. So it doesn't matter that it was in reverse. It's both because it's a mirror. So it's the law of attraction. You attract what you think about, what you are, what you project, what you put out there, you bring towards you. So you're not blaming yourself. You're not blaming. It's basically, it is what it is, right? It's like the law of gravity. So right now, Spirit says, don't distort the mirror. Don't distort what you're seeing in the mirror. You're not a victim. You're not a victim. It's showing you something that you need to do. Certain events test our faith, and we're tested in order for us to recognize, all right, what do I need to do here? That dog needs to pay attention. Dog, best friend, loyalty, love, protection, friendship. That dog tore up something that mattered to me. A lot. Priceless. To me, it was priceless. This is my friend's art. This mattered to me. Not to mention, this is a freaking mirror of me, right? So, you tore up me. You tore up me. You've gotten, basically, you stepped on my last nerve, whoever you are. So right now, Spirit says, this is about taking a look at your mirror. Who is this representing? I'm seeing a raven flying over the water here. Her name is Raven. I'm seeing a raven flying over that water. So there's a mirror of the raven, right? So my mirror, this message is to you. Right now, opportunities, failures, successes, it all has to do with what you are reflecting it back out into the world. You draw towards you what you are thinking, what your story is. Stop telling a sad story. Stop playing the victim. You're not a victim, right? Take control of your life. Can you see behind them and see the motives of why this occurred? What are the motives of that? Be real with yourself. So then the Lady of the Gift, 20. This is going to be a long reading. I'm trying to talk fast. Obviously, Spirit's helping me. The Lady of the Gift, generosity, receiving, withholding. So she's making a wish. She's sitting with crystals all around her and she's blowing a wish out right now. So this is about the method of giving. This is about giving. This is about what do you give out. It doesn't mean you've got to, like tithing, in the church you got to tithe a certain amount. They tell you what to give. This is about how do you give in this world? How do you treat people? How do you treat people who can't give back to you? If you see other people successful and they have more value to you, you're wrong, right? Your belief has to do with everything that you're seeing around you and what you're... This one is being assisted by the fairies. Look at the fairies. The fairies are doing her work for her. I'm listening to the song. This is about, she's believing in these fairies, right? She can't necessarily, I can see them with my eyes. I can see the light of the fairies, but some people can't see them. It doesn't mean they're not there. So this talks about believing in people who are not in your physical presence. Show them that you believe in them. Be mindful. I can't get the song. I don't know what it's trying to tell me. I'm going to move on until I hear what they're trying to tell me. We're going to go to the seer. So sorry, Eddie. I'm going to obviously get you to make these for me again. Super not okay. Telling you, I went outside and watered, and she walked up to me, and I said, I'm not your friend right now. Go. Go. There's a message. I used to say that to my kids. Just because I love you doesn't mean I can't be mad at you. And just because I'm mad at you doesn't mean I don't love you. But right now, you're not being my friend, and I don't want to be your friend either. If you want to be my friend, you be a friend to me. Ooh, partnership, sacred union with the seer. So... a sacred union is a spiritual union. These two are at each other's friends. It's not something they have to guess at. It's not something they have to wonder, is this person my friend? No, they know that this one is their friend. This partnership is also between you and Spirit, right? Spirit helps us create our and manifest what it is that we're asking for. So Spirit says right now, you're not by yourself. We're doing this with you. This is divine partnership. We're here if you need our help. So interesting, the number is 2 and 7. 2, everything's happening the way it's meant to happen with divine blessings for everyone involved. 7, you're on the right path and it will exceed your expectations as long as you stay on your spiritually illuminated path and you pay attention to the guidance steps. 2 and 7 together is 9. You have everything you need, light worker, in order to move forward. Stop procrastinating. It keeps coming out, right? So this is the coming together. This is alliances. This is friendship. This is family. This is business. This is romance. This is everything coming together, no matter what the form. Spirit says there's a value in partnership right now. This is a very positive omen for you. There is partnership here, partnership energy around you. You don't have to guess at this. It's going to make itself very clear. Correct for neutrality. For those who choose the octopus song right now. I told you I changed even though I knew I never could. I get drunk, I wake up, I'm wasted still. I think about all the time that I wasted, and I want you to stay. I want you to stay. I know I can never get better than you. No, you will never get me. You get drunk, you wake up wasted, and wonder about all the time you wasted. No, sorry. You're not that. That's not the sacred union as far as I'm concerned. No one stays with an empress when they're a page. Correct for neutrality. Empress doesn't even look in that direction. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the octopus, the rainbow prince. Rainbows keep coming up. Serenity, check this out. First one, rainbow prince. Square rainbows is what we've been shown recently. It talks about compensation. It talks about perseverance. And because of the perseverance and because of the work that you put in, you will be compensated, Spirit says. Again, on the other side, the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. This was in reverse. This was in reverse. So to me, first I'm getting is overgiving. Overgiving. So right now, Spirit says, this is about the law of receiving for what you've worked for. You've gone through a difficult time. The rainbow says a promise of good things after a difficult time. You've endured a lot on your journey, Spirit says, and we're bringing you a pot of gold right to your hand. You don't have to go in search of it, right? You do not have to go in search of this. Obviously, what you've been through has been difficult, right? It has not been easy. It's been freaking challenging. It's challenged you to the freaking core. But hard work must be compensated. So when we align ourselves with the energy of the highest value, we give in the highest light, in accordance with the guidance that we're getting. We give in the right way, not the wrong way. We don't overgive. We don't give to the wrong people. We don't continue to give to ones who tear us apart. Right? Then we're compensated. If you continue to give to ones who don't deserve your energy, then you're not going to receive what Spirit wants to give you. So understand, if you're going through a difficult time, there will be a payoff. There will absolutely be a payoff. Follow your bliss to the pot of gold. It's going to come. Your reward is going to be better than you even imagined because Spirit is bringing this reward in. So then we look at the High Lord of Gratitude and Service, and we wonder why he's in the reverse. Hearing this song now. Hold on. You used to call me baby. Now you're calling me by name. Oh, really? Geez, I wonder why. You might ask yourself why that is, right? So when this guy comes to challenge you, this guy is coming as a challenger. He's not coming as a friend. And maybe he is coming as a friend to challenge you, right? He's asking you to take a real deep look. This is self-inventory. Are what I'm asking for, is it causing me to move forward in a high place of honor? Or am I moving towards something that is self-serving? Have I forgotten about others? Have I focused so much on myself? Look at this. What's on the wall there? There's a red hawk on the wall. I am the red hawk. That's the messenger. This is upside down. This is in reverse. Are you so focused on getting to your goals that you've isolated everyone that's cared for you, right? You're not giving back to the ones that have given you. Have you become competitive, envious? Have you been ripping people apart? Spirit says ambition is what you believe it to be. Don't focus on the winning. Don't focus on the prize. This, if we're looking in relationships, this is about, do you have an impulse to have it your way or control things or push away the one that you actually really love? Spirit says this push-pull energy. Remember that song? That's push-pull energy. And it makes sure that what you're asking for is way out of reach. So let the divine lead you to the highest outcome. Follow your spiritually illuminated path. Surrender and allow miracles to happen. Try not to freaking control everything in your life.